What's up, food lovers? It's your girl Christine Nicole. I'm back, I'm better, and I'm ready to cook together. Welcome back to my studio kitchen. And today on my studio kitchen, we're making French toast. This French toast recipe is super light and fluffy, so you guys are going to enjoy this. I'm using brioche bread because I like it because it already has a natural fluffiness to it. This bread is a whole loaf. I bought it at Whole Foods. You can go ahead and slice it to your desired thickness. I like my bread pretty thick when making French toast. Now, there are a few ingredients in this. It's really not complicated at all. I have 1 cup of milk here. I have 3 tablespoons of flour. We have 1 tablespoon of sugar because you need a little bit of sweetness in there. We have half a teaspoon of cinnamon. We have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and we have 3 whole eggs. Now guys, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support recently. I can't believe that we're making these videos and we're taking it so far, but thank you so much. I just wanted to reach out to those of you who are new to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we're ready to get started. Let's make some French toast. To know, guys, the recipe will be in the description box below, but I will also post a link to my website where you can find the recipe card for this exact recipe. Okay, so now that our brioche is cut, we are going to get started. So first things first, we add in all the dry ingredients to our bowl. So that's the flour, the sugar, the cinnamon. I also add a dash of salt to my flour before I put it in there. Salt is included in a lot of baking recipes, and oftentimes we feel like we shouldn't put it in there. I'm just going to let you know that the salt actually does bring out the flavors and things. So I would go ahead and add just a pinch of salt. And so I'm going to mix that around together, whisk. And so once that is fully combined, you go ahead in with your milk and you just pour that in there. And of course, we whisk that together. We don't want any lumps, so you just give it your all. And then we take these eggs and we pour it in there one at a time. So I put 1 egg in, and then I'm whisking. And then I'm putting another egg in, and we're whisking. A lot of people don't put flour in their French toast. I put it in there because it just adds a little bit of thickness to our batter. Of course, you could add thickness by substituting milk for a heavy cream for milk, but for me, this works best. And our last egg up in that. And then we have our teaspoon of vanilla extract that we pour in there. And that's it. We are done with our mixture for the French toast. I'm going to get our bread back out, lay it there, and we're going to start dipping the bread. I'm excited. Okay, so we're going to take our brioche bread and we're just going to dip it in there, submerge it, flip it around once or twice. Don't be too rough because the bread is a bit fragile, so you don't want it to fall apart. We don't want to over soak it either because then it once again falls apart. So there we are, and then I just transfer it to a sheet pan with a cooling rack in it. so that some of that excess batter can fall right off. And then you're going to dip again. Dip, 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 dip. There we are. Trust me, I feel like you should know once your bread is fully saturated. But there we are. Put it on that sheet rack. Flip it once, flip it twice, push it down a bit, and then you pull it up. Let some of that liquid fall off and then transfer it to the sheet pan. We're gonna do it again. Honestly, I have this great fear that sometimes it's not recording, so please God be recording. But yes, we are almost done. There we go. And you don't have to use this end piece, but I like to use it. Why not? If I don't use it in French toast, it will end up in the trash, to be honest. So there we are. Our French toast is dipped. And the next thing is the last and final step. We're going to fry those bad boys down. Stay tuned. Okay, so now we're going to oil the pan. Once you oil the pan, you're going to want to move the pan around so that the pan is fully coated in that oil. You're going to turn on the stove to medium-high heat and you're going to let that get hot. Please do not put in the French toast until it's hot. And then you put in a piece by piece. Don't be terrified of the oil, it's just oil. I mean, it's not just oil because, you know, it's hot, but you get what I'm saying. It's not gonna splatter, it's not gonna kill you. Just put that French toast in there gently. Remember that it is fragile. Okay, so now we're going to flip the French toast. Lift it gently with the spatula and then turn it on the other side. Remember that it is fragile, and listen, it does not take long. It took maybe 20 seconds for that one side to brown, so then you do it on the other side. One thing to note is the pan does get hotter the longer it's on the stove, so you might actually want to turn your stove down when you're doing the next pieces. I did it, and you're going to see places where the bread is a little bit more burnt in sections. I wouldn't say burnt, it's just darker, so take that into consideration when doing your bread. Now, while I typically do throw away the ends of bread, yep, I do, you can go ahead and use it in this because it's going to be soaked and saturated with the mixture just as the others. I then put them all on a pan with a rack and I stick it in the oven just to keep hot while I prepare everything else that's going with my breakfast. And we are all set. That's it. And that's it, food lovers. That's your French toast right there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, make some French toast. I'll see you next time.